Riley floats this one over. Tipped by Rodriguez. Murray crashes into the crowd, but it's going to be a kill for Valentina Valette. Murray appears to be all right, but Michigan on the board first.
Yeah, good to see Murray back on her feet. Never want to see a player go down with injury at all, but especially in literally the first point of the match, as you see her just crash through the bench.
Back to serve for Michigan is Mira Chopra. Chopra aims at Landfair, an okay pass. Beeson on the left side. Swing is wide. First attack error of the night for Nebraska. Michigan out to a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, Michigan at times this season has been able to put together quick starts. That's the shot from Merritt Beeson missing wide, just trying to cut it a little bit too much.
Chopra, 19 aces to 27 service errors this season. And just like that, a service error into the net, and Nebraska on the board.
Yeah, number 28 kind of coming at a costly time. 2-0 start. You'd like to keep that going, but it's not easy to keep Nebraska off the scoreboard.
The Bennington product, Olivia Mauk, checks into the game for Nebraska to serve. Good pass by Demetrician. Valette blocked back but covered. Beeson tries to put it over, and a net violation on Michigan.
And I like what Demetrician was trying to do right there against Beeson, be physical at the net, but just kind of out of control. That's not something you like to do often.
A little too aggressive on that one. Good pass by Jacobs. Valette dug by Mauk. Demetrician there from Murray. Valette again, and another kill for Valette. Michigan's been going to her early here in set one.
Yeah, that's a really tough angle to go all the way to the opposite side of the court, but keep it inside the 10-foot line. You see kind of just a roll shot there. Beeson was in position, but just such a sharp angle that she wasn't able to recover from.
Now Valette steps back to serve. Big jump serve from Valentina Valette out of Argentina. That one sails just a little bit long, but you see that spin and how high that ball got.
Yeah, just a little bit of a change of tempo behind the service line. Nebraska has one of the best serve receives in the country, but anytime you can kind of shift the momentum that way, could be beneficial.
49 aces for Valette. As Rodriguez steps back to serve. Aims at Jacobs. Demetrician on the left side, dug by Mauk. Murray. Jacobs there. Out of system set. And Demetrician hits it into the net. No touch for Nebraska. And that's a 4-hit violation on Michigan.
You see Demetrician rise up and just right into the tape. Didn't even give Beeson or Jackson a chance to get a block on the stat sheet.
Nebraska with their first lead of the night. Rodriguez, line drive serve. Another good pass by Jacobs. Tip from Boney, dug. And Murray misses wide on that one. Couple attack errors by Nebraska in the early going.
Yeah, just a bit inaccurate. You've seen him miss wide, now missing far, trying to go down the line there from Harper Murray. Just got to calm down a little bit in a 4-4 start.
Ella Demetrician, Appleton, Wisconsin product. One of the skilled freshmen in this game, and sails to Murray. Murray on the left side, another one wide.
We talked about the Michigan block not very strong, but so far here in Nebraska not really taking advantage. Just making mistakes on their own side of the net.
Trying to get that sharp angle. Demetrician aims at Mauk. Overpass. Boney swats it back. Kick save by Beeson. And Rodriguez saves it over. And then a kill by Allison Jacobs. What an effort by Beeson for the kick save, though.
Yeah, not something you see every day in the sport of college volleyball. And amazing hustle from Rodriguez. I think we'll get a look at it here. Great save from Mauk initially to keep it up. And then Rodriguez had to chase it all the way behind the baseline. But then just a great swing by the best hitter, Allison Jacobs, for Michigan.
Demetrician's next serve, twinkles the twine. Jackson in the middle, dug. She gets the overpass, puts it back down. Jackson on the board with her first kill of the night.
Yeah, that's the physicality you get with Andy Jackson. Such great leaping ability, one of the best verticals all around the country.
as Merritt Beeson steps back to the line for the first time tonight. Had a career-high 4 aces last night. Aims at the freshman Demetrician there. Boney on the slide. Gets the kill in front of Rodriguez. That's one of those talented middles that we talked about earlier.
Yeah, the middles are going to have to be a big factor today. And that time, Harper Murray just kind of getting beat to her left side. Rodriguez in the perfect spot, but it's not easy to dig when it goes untouched.
The libero, Maddie Cochran to serve. Good pass by Murray. Jackson on the slide. And off the block. And the attempted dig by Vallette. And Jackson, 2 quick kills here in the early going.
Nyambio and Jacobs trying to close the block that time, but in all honesty, Andy Jackson kind of just went over the top of them, and then at that point, you can't really do much about it.
Vallette had a chance to dig it. Shanked it into the crowd. Harper Murray to serve for Nebraska. Serves the libero Cochran. On the left side, Jacobs tools the block of Bergen Riley. And Jacobs up to 2 kills.
Yeah, love the tempo on that set. Just kind of a line drive out to the pin, and Jacobs took advantage. Got the front row setter with Bergen Riley. It's a good option.
The Omaha, Nebraska native Morgan Burke serves Choboy. Landfair tools the block of her own off the high hands as it sails into the crowd. A kill for Landfair.
Back and forth, point for point. Competitive first set. Good swing from Taylor Landfair. Got benched last night with Lindsey Krause getting a few swings as well out there on the pin.
Nebraska still trying to look for that second outside spot between Krause and Landfair. As Orr checks in to serve. Decent first serve, and just over by Nyambio. Murray out of the back row, dug by Burke. And another miss hit, that time by Valentina Vallette. Point for Nebraska. Ties us up at 8.
Michigan can't really afford too many of those. That's the second time here in the first set that on a swing they hadn't even gotten it over the net.
At that point, you just got to try and recycle it. Just hit it off the hands and cover it. As Orr's next serve here. Aims at the libero Cochran. Nyambio out of the middle. A little bit off on the timing, but Alec was coming down, and it lands on the Husker shoe tops.
Yeah, talked about the leaping ability of Andy Jackson earlier. How about Nyambio rising high in the sky to get that one? Pretty impressive stuff.
It's Allison Jacobs. Grad student steps back to serve. Floats this one to Rodriguez. Landfair on the left side, tipping, Doug. To Vallette. Good cover by Riley. Landfair again, tipping into the donut. And it lands in front of Vallette and Demetrician.
Yeah, good job offensively. A couple of swings that time from Landfair. Said that she's been working with the Nebraska coaching staff earlier this week about not just having to hit for every point, but being smart and utilizing some of the open space from the defense.
At 6'5", she has such a difficult angle to try and dig. Riley serves, good pass by Demetrician. Nyambio tipping out of the middle again. And she gets another kill as Rodriguez was unable to come up with it.
Such a hard thing to manage defensively. When she gets up that high, you're down in your position to try to get a dig that's going to hit the floor in a hurry. And then that small little tip, it's just such an awkward thing to receive.
Mira Chopra back at the service line. Had 2 aces last night against Iowa. Line drive served to Beeson, an okay pass. Beeson gets it back on the left side, and she's blocked. That's Jackie Boney on the solo stuff, first block of the night.
Off the out-of-system pass from Merritt Beeson. She got the set right there and really couldn't do anything with it.
2-point lead for the Wolverines. Chopra targets Beeson again. Alec out of the middle. That one's down. In front of Chopra. Another kill for Alec.
Yeah, Huskers looking to do a lot more of that here tonight. Get it in system, get it up to the middles, and let them go to work.
Jackson took over late in that third set last night against Illinois. Nebraska looked to do that again as Mauk serves. Good receive by Jacobs. Demetrician on the left side. She's blocked back. Blocked back by Alec and Beeson. Now tied up at 11.
Yeah, this rotation for Nebraska has been in a rhythm all weekend long. Mauk has been putting them in with aggression, and then up at the net with Alec, Beeson, and Murray. Super strong for Nebraska.
Good pass from Demetrician. She gets it right back. Beeson blocks it back, but it's covered by Burke. Now Valette with a miss hit. Another unforced error for Michigan. That's their third attacking error.
Yeah, and third time that's gone into the net on their own side. They're not hitting it wide or long to at least keep the point alive.
Do you think they're worried about Nebraska's block?
Yeah, that might be it.
Mauk serves Demetrician again, an okay pass. She gets it right back, and Beeson there for the block again. Tough serves by Mauk, forcing Michigan to get one-dimensional.
Yeah, and that's forcing a timeout as well. It said earlier, this rotation for Nebraska has been phenomenal this weekend, and it's come to fruition once again.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
On their swings or been getting rejected. Kind of a surprising stat early on.
Burke serves Choboy. Not a great pass. Murray saves it. And Jackson lays out, but no one can get it over. So an ace serve for Morgan Burke. Out of the timeout gives Michigan a 1-point advantage.
Yeah, and John Cook over there on the Husker sideline, he's got to be heated after that. Take a timeout and you come out with that.
Burke to serve again. 4-0 run. Serves Choboy. Better pass this time. Now Landfair the left side. A roll shot into the donut. In front of Morgan Burke and Maddie Cochran to stop that 4-0 run.
Yeah, forcing the setter to play some defense right there. Really late sliding attempt to try to make that dig.
Tied at 18. See what the serving specialist Kennedy Orr can do. Aims at Jacobs, a good pass. Nyambio out of the middle, or there. Riley tries to set her dump, but she's dug. Jacobs tipping, or there again. Landfair on the left side. A miss hit into the net. Another attacking error for Nebraska. That's 6 in the early going.
Just really kind of missed it off the side of her hand into the bottom of the net.
Landfair 3 of 6. Has one error. Allison Jacobs to serve. Aims at Murray, a good pass. Alec on the slide, and she gets the kill. Off of the dig of Morgan Burke. Burke had an attempt at it.
That's a perfect example of why teams in Michigan here tonight have to serve Nebraska as aggressive as possible. You cannot let them get a good pass off of your serve, or you're going to get absolutely destroyed on some swings like that from Rebecca Alec.
Riley floats this one to Cochran. A great pass out of the back row. That's Jacobs.
Love, love, love that play from Michigan. You get Nyambio out there kind of stretching out the front row for Nebraska, and then you go to the back row set. Had the front row confused.
Michigan the first to 20. Leading by 1. Mira Chopra steps back to the line to serve. Line drive, tight pass. Alec out of the middle. Her swing is wide, no touch. Michigan with a late 2-point advantage.
It's been a competitive weekend in Lincoln. We'll see if the Huskers can make this comeback. Can't keep missing swings like this, though.
It's a good set for Riley. That's how tight the set was to the net. Okay pass from Murray. Beeson on the left side. She's blocked back. Jackie Boney. And a 3-point lead for Michigan. It all starts with the pass on the serve receive here. And it's long. Service error from Chopra, but a nice 3-0 run that Michigan went on there.
And this is exactly where Nebraska wants to be to make this comeback. They're bringing in Olivia Mauk now. She's been the best server of the weekend, maybe tied, I would say, with Merritt Beeson, who had all the aces last night. But this rotation has been scoring a lot of points in this match for Nebraska.
Aims at Demetrician, a good pass. Valentina Valette with the kill off the block of Beeson on the left side, lands in. And Michigan 2 points away.
And how about this? Valette with a big swing, and now she'll go back to serve, maybe the toughest server that Nebraska will face all night.
Serves it just wide. Good eye by Mauk. Back-to-back service errors by Michigan, keeping Nebraska within striking distance.
And the spin and the curve on that serve nearly landed it in the back corner. Would have been perfectly placed for an ace serve.
Lexi Rodriguez steps back to serve for Nebraska. Good pass by Jacobs. Jacobs gets it back out of the back row, misses wide. And the lead down to 1 for Michigan. As Wolverines take their second timeout. See what Coach Vertrew drew up out of the timeout. Good pass on the slide, Boney. And misses wide, no touch. And we're tied at 23.
And now this is where the bob becomes a factor. Nearly 8,000 strong. You see on the replay, just kind of missed off that aggressive tip for Boney. It's a race to 2 right now.
3-0 scoring run for Nebraska. Rodriguez to Demetrician, a tight pass. Murray with the joust and gets the kill. Wins the joust against Burke, and a set point chance for Nebraska.
Now the Wolverines have fallen apart at the end of set 1 here, just a little bit underneath on that joust attempt. We'll see if Rodriguez will finish it out.
Closest from the Jacobs, a good pass. Boney on the slide. And looks like it hit just in front of Bergen Riley. And we're headed to extra points in the first.
That is such a massive swing on the slide. Barely landed in front of Bergen Riley.
Demetrician steps back to serve. Good pass by Mauk. Jackson out of the middle, off the dig of Cochran. And another set point chance for Nebraska.
There's not many players in the country that will win a one-on-one against Andy Jackson. Have to find a way to get a pair of hands in front of her.
Merritt Beeson back to serve. 4 big aces last night. Floats this one to Demetrician, an overpass. Rodriguez there. Jackson on the slide. Covered by Nebraska after the block back by Boney. Left side, Jacobs off the dig of Rodriguez, and we're tied at 25 again.
Now this finish to set 1 is very reminiscent to the finish to set 3 last night. What a swing from Jacobs, fitting it through the block to get a point.
Now Cochran to serve. To Murray, tight pass. Bergen Riley tries to put it down on the setter dump, but it's wide. Now Michigan with their first set point attempt.
I'm not sure what Bergen Riley was looking for there, just sent it way too strong outside. Kind of a mistake there by the setter.
Cochran steps back to serve. Aims at Mauk, another tight pass. Jackson on the slide, gets the kill off of Valette. The head's over the net, now to bounds.
Yeah, the scoreboard is seesawing right now. Right through the gap in the block for Andy Jackson. She's got 5 kills already tonight.
5 kills on 10 attempts, 2 errors. Murray served to Jacobs. Jacobs gets it back. And what a left-handed kill by Jacobs. With the offhand, keeps it in bounds and gets the kill.
That's just a by any means necessary play right there from Jacobs. Offhand, reaching over the top of Bergen Riley. Barely kept that one inside the pin.
Burke serves Murray. Good pass. Jackson on the slide. Dug by Burke. Opportunity to win the set. Jacobs blocked back. Roll shot from Landfair. Dug by Cochran. For the set. Got it. Valentina Valette gives Michigan set 1 at 28-26.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Chopra's serve twinkles the twine. And Murray got a touch on the kill. Would have been long. Got a minuscule touch at the net.
Barely made contact, but that's an important one for Nebraska. Michigan continues to barely kind of hang around here in set 2, but if it would have gone to 6 and maybe a scoring run for the Wolverines, could have had a very similar finish as we had in set 1.
Harper Murray, the Ann Arbor, Michigan native, to serve. Aims at Jacobs, a good pass this time. Vallette on the right side, block touch, dug by Choboy. Out of the back row, that's Murray tipping. Pushed back over, and Rodriguez with the diving dig. Landfair on the left side, out of system. Dug by the libero. Tipping Jacobs, Landfair punches it up, Choboy dives in, no one there to get the third touch. And it's a kill for Michigan.
There was not a second of that rally that Nebraska looked comfortable. Barely got it over the first time, and then we're taking a look at the second scramble for the volleyball. Just really sloppy defense, giving Michigan a point there.
Valentina Vallette, the dangerous server at the line, high jump serve. Diving dig on the reception by Rodriguez. Jackson blocked back, Choboy covers, Landfair left side, blocked back by Wolverines. Roll shot, misses long from Landfair. And now it's a 3-0 run for Michigan.
Coming against Purdue in a 5-set victory, but Michigan has provided a huge challenge here tonight.
Vallette serve misses way long. And Nebraska gets a point out of the timeout.
That's another great timeout, making Vallette think about that serve a little bit. She made it really hard on Lexi Rodriguez a couple of points ago.
Kennedy Orr checks in for Nebraska. Huskers 5 points away from evening this match up. Aims at Demetrician, a good pass. She gets it back on the left side. Off the block of Riley. Now Alec on the slide, misses wide. 15 attack errors for Nebraska in a little under 2 sets.
It's just been so surprising because Michigan's block all season hasn't been something that get in your head too much, but Nebraska just making it hard on themselves, missing a lot of shots they usually at least keep in play.
Ella Demetrician's serve misses long, and Michigan returns the favor.
Now the service errors started to get out of control for the Wolverines here on the road. Not going to be able to make this comeback if you keep giving Nebraska free points like that.
Number 7 on the night. Riley aims at the libero Cochran. On the slide, that's Jackie Boney. And a point from the middle Boney.
Alec got completely fooled on that slide attempt. She just hung with the setter and then left Taylor Landfair on an island right there against Boney. Not an easy thing to do.
Sharp angle from Boney on the slide. Cochran serves Murray. Not a great pass. Out of system, Beeson gets the kill. Off the dig of Ella Demetrician and into the Michigan bench. Good out of system kill for Beeson.
At the end of this set, Michigan's been banging on that glass ceiling, but just can't quite break through this 5 or 6 point difference on the comeback effort.
Mauk serves Jacobs. Jacobs gets it back, tipping. Off the block of Beeson. Murray on the left side. High dig for Cochran. Jacobs gets it back on the left side. Looking for hands. And no touch as the hit goes long. Huskers 2 points away.
It's going to be so tough to make this late set comeback. The Bob is going to be booming pretty soon with a potential set point right after this.
Mauk to serve again. Floats this one to Jacobs. Jacobs gets it back. Off the block. Corralled by Riley. Murray's blocked back. Alec keeps it up. Roll shot from Beeson. Dug by Burke. Jacobs again. Off the block of Beeson. And into the score stable, another kill for Jacobs.
That's number 11 now, Camden, and she has been almost unstoppable tonight. Even when she doesn't put it down on the Nebraska side of the court, she does such a good job of hitting it off high hands.
Burke serves just long as Murray let it go. It's very close to that end line and a set point chance for Nebraska.
Too many service errors, Camden. That's what got Michigan in this set.
Lexi Rodriguez to serve. Huskers lead by 7 in set number 2. Aims at Jacobs, a good pass. Valette into the antenna. The hit is wide and Nebraska takes set 2, 25-17.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
To serve. Aims at Demetrician, a good pass. Wolverines in system. Jacobs is stuffed. Merritt Beeson and Rebecca Alec on the block.
One of the only times that Nebraska's block has been able to catch up to that up-tempo set outside that they like to use with Jacobs. And you see Beeson kind of covering some of the space that Alec wasn't able to cover.
Short serve by Malk. Good pass by Demetrician. Jacobs looked like it was off the block. And it looks like they're changing it now. I was going to say, it looked like it went right into the antenna. A point for Nebraska. You see there, Jacobs right into the antenna. Beeson was there for the block, but it was hit wide. So now it looks like Michigan might try and challenge this.
Yeah, it's definitely worth the challenge.
So a kill for Jacobs. Cochran serves. Alec out of the middle. Unleashes, overpass. Nebraska gets it back. Back to Alec. Doug. Jacobs off hands. Malk there. Murray off the net, looking for hands. Dug by Demetrician. And Jacobs into the donut. Back-to-back kills for Allison Jacobs, up to 15 on the night.
That whole point I credit to Maddie Cochran right there on the initial swing from Rebecca Alec to keep Michigan alive in that point, and then Allison Jacobs finishing it up.
15 kills, 30 attacks, 4 errors, hitting .367. Now a good serve. Beeson on the right side, off hands, and Burke couldn't handle it. It was a good block touch on that right side for Michigan. Burke just unable to handle it.
It just barely got her left hand out there. No one near for a sliding effort to keep it alive.
Nebraska 6 points away from a 2-1 lead. Rodriguez to serve, aims at Demetrician. And a block back. Andy Jackson and Merritt Beeson on the block. And the Huskers putting on a block party up to 8.
Beeson rising up with some defensive highlights now to go along with her team leading 12 kills. She's been a two-way superstar for Big Red here tonight.
Short serve from Rodriguez, overpass, put down by Andy Jackson. Tough serve by Lexi Rodriguez. Give her some credit for that kill.
Really good serve, and then it almost acts as an alley-oop for Andy Jackson on the overpass. Just went up with two hands and jammed it down.
Huskers on another 3-0 run. It's been a set of runs for Nebraska. Another tough serve, this time a line drive. Valette unloads, dug by Rodriguez. Another chance on the free ball. Valette from the back row tipping, Beeson there. Murray left side looking for hands. And there is a touch called. A nice rally by both sides. Murray just gets the top of the Michigan hands on the block.
Michigan kept rerunning this one set where they would throw it all the way to the back row. Weren't able to find success, and once it got into Nebraska's side, it was Harper Murray doing the rest.
Good pass by Jacobs. She gets it back, and off hands of Beeson. Another kill for Jacobs. She's been impressive tonight.
She's up to 16 kills in just 3 sets here tonight. Insane.
After having 15 last night in 3 sets. Serves there. Murray keeps it up. Beeson right side off the block, covered by Riley. Murray tools the block off the hands of Vallette. Harper Murray having a nice game, up to 11 kills in double figures.
Yeah, such a polished offensive player, going up off the outside of the hand of Valentina Vallette to get the Huskers 2 points within a 2-1 advantage in this match.
Merritt Beeson steps back to the line, 2 aces tonight. Just over the twine. Jacobs on the right side unloads. Pushed back by Rodriguez. More of self-defense on that one. A free ball over from the Wolverines. Jackson out of the middle. Block back and in. Called in by one official, out by another. And it's a point for Nebraska.
Yeah, a bit of a discrepancy between the officials. Looks like the up referee got a better look at it. So that's what happened on the overturn there. Huskers defense scrambled after it, and that might be close.
Nebraska's set point chance. Beeson a short serve. Pushed over to Vallette. Murray left side tipping and finds the court. Set 3, Nebraska 25-11, and they take a 2-1 lead.
Veteran tip right there from Harper Murray. Saw the inside shade that the block was showing her, so she took it to the outside with that soft tip. No one in that space to cover it up.
Set 4 underway, courtesy of Valentina Vallette. Good pass by Rodriguez. Alec blocked back. Landfair into the donut, and it's called down. And that's going to be a kill for Taylor Landfair. And a point for Nebraska.
Michigan would like to win that point with Vallette back there, but just such a great spot on that roll shot to give the Huskers the first point of the set.
Landfair up to 5 kills on 20 attempts. Olivia Mauk serves Demetrician. Out of the back row, Jacobs tipping, swatted back. What an athletic play by Rebecca Alec in the middle.
Just stayed up there around 9 feet in the air and kept that right hand up high to just reject it right back to sender.
Officially goes as a block. More like an attack from Alec, though. It's another good pass from Demetrician. Boney dug down the line by Rodriguez. Beeson on the right side, saved by Cochran. Free ball over. Huskers in system. Alec out of the middle, slams it home. Off the foot of Valentina Vallette. And a 3-0 run to start set 3.
Michigan's got to do something about Rebecca Alec in a hurry, or else this set is going to get out of hand. The Lincoln native is eating right now at the net. Not much contest up there.
Shorter serve this time by Mauk. Boney on the tip, a one-arm dig by Beeson, and a free ball over from Riley. Boney again on the slide. This time she gets it down.
They got Alec on the move on that block attempt. And Boney once again coming through with a nice swing. 5 kills tonight. Make it 6 now on just 13 attempts.
Demetrician serves. Aims right at Rodriguez. Perfect pass. Alec tips it. Couldn't get it over the net. Missed timing between Riley and Alec, and a point for the Wolverines.
Yeah, Rebecca Alec can hang in the air as long as anyone in the country, but that time just a little bit off on that tip. Touch the fingertips.
This serve from Demetrician sails long. Service error number 10 for the Wolverines compared to just 2 for Nebraska.
10 errors, no aces from the second best serving team in the conference. 139 aces on the year to nothing here tonight.
Rodriguez serves. Boney off the block and out. 2 kills for Boney in the early going here in set 4.
Camden, if that landed about maybe half a foot more toward the inside part, or rather the outside part, could have been a block for Harper Murray.
Cochran serves Murray. She gets it back on the left side, tools the block, off the block of Burke and Nyambio. And another nice swing from Harper Murray. Now is the team lead in kills tonight.
Yeah, she's quietly kind of risen up the ranks for Nebraska's offense in this matchup. Early on, it was pretty much all Merritt Beeson, but she'll take the support, no doubt.
And another ace serve by Merritt Beeson. Number 3 for her.
What a weekend. What a weekend for Merritt Beeson, just attacking right down the line with an aggressive line drive type of serve. Tough to handle.
Another line drive at Jacobs. Better pass this time. Nyambio on the slide. And looks like the hit's wide. No touch. As the line judge couldn't quite tell if there's a touch or not. So that's what Coach Vertrue's asking.
It looks like they might not challenge it, but a couple of times tonight where there's been some discussions between the officials and some changes of a call.
Point for Nebraska, 3-0 run for Beeson. And out of the back row, a tip for Vallette. Jackson out of the middle. Got it. What a quick set.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Checking in the serve for your Huskers, number 9, Kennedy Orr.
Kennedy Orr checks in for Nebraska to serve.
And look at those service numbers, Camden. 13 errors as opposed to 4. That is crucial in such a close matchup.
Half a set. Orr floats this one to Demetrition. Demetrition gets it back and hits it into the net. An unforced error. Number 24 of the night. Attack error number 24 for Michigan.
And it's starting to get tight right now, deep into set 4. Just a 1-point difference. Nebraska on Michigan's heels. We'll see if they can keep it going with Kennedy Orr here.
Aims at Demetrition again. A good pass. Out of the back row. Jacobs is dug. Krause tipping on the left side. Punch back by Nyambio. Back to Nebraska. Krause again. Off the block and down. A good block touch by Nyambio, but lands just in front of her. And a kill for Lindsey Krause.
Really good display of what Lindsey Krause can bring to the table. Back-to-back plays. She goes soft, then she goes hard on the swing through the block to tie it up.
Or aims at Demetrition again. Nyambio tipping out of the middle. Punch back by Alec. Demetrition again. Blocked. Rebecca Alec. The solo stuff. 4-0 run. Started by Kennedy Orr at the service line. Aims at Demetrition again. Pulls the setter off the net. Valentina Vallette tipping. It's blocked back and covered. Vallette again. Blocked back, covered again. This time Demetrition the left side. Block back, punch back by Alec, and it's just long. Good idea by Rebecca Alec, just a touch long.
Huge, huge miss from Rebecca Alec, nearly to the perfect spot. She knew everyone was up near that 10-foot line, so that is the correct play to put it into the back spot of the court, but just missed it a few feet long.
Tied at 19, set number 4. Mira Chopra serves for the Wolverines and serves it long. Service error number 14 for the Wolverines. Huskers 5 points away.
Big serves coming up from Bergen Riley. She's in the back row now with 3 options to go to offensively up front. Might be tough for the Michigan defense to handle.
Aims at Jacobs, tight pass. Demetrician left side. Rodriguez there. Out of the back row, Murray tipping. A diving dig by Burke. Demetrician again. Off of Harper Murray into the floor. A kill by Ella Demetrician, and we're tied at 20.
One-on-one with Beeson. Alec nowhere to be found. And Michigan wins it again. What a match in Lincoln tonight.
Now Valentina Valette at the line. Had a foot fault her last time at the service line. Good pass from Murray out of the middle. Rebecca Alec crushes that one to the Terraflex.
Yeah, it's all Alec right now in the back portion of set 4. Defense, now offense. Really, really good stuff.
A 1-point advantage for Nebraska. Mauk to serve. Aims at Jacobs, a good pass. On the slide, Boney tipping. Rodriguez there for the up. Beeson. And off the dig and out. Off of Valentina Valette and Allison Jacobs. Now a huge 2-point advantage for Nebraska late in the 4th.
And Michigan needs a run desperately here. They're going to have to find a way to get Olivia Mauk off that service line.
Another tough serve. Burke to Boney on the slide. Beeson off the dig and out. Back-to-back kills by Merritt Beeson. And the Huskers closing in on a 4-set win.
This front row right now for the Huskers just so tough to deal with. Alec, Beeson, and Murray all up there at front.
Mauk serves. Tough pass. Free ball over from Jacobs. Beeson again. Another one. 3 in a row by Merritt Beeson. And set point, match point, Nebraska.
Now the Wolverines needed to get out of this rotation as quick as possible. Haven't been able to do it, though. Great job by Beeson to split the block. And the Huskers are looking to win it right here.
Mauk serves Jacobs. Better pass, Demetrician. Diving dig, Rodriguez. For the match, Beeson misses wide. And an attacking error by Beeson gives Michigan some hope at 24-21.
Now some life now, but there's a lot of pressure on these serves coming up from Demetrician. Cannot miss.
Good serve to Murray. Tight set, Murray gets it back. Slams it off Cochran. And a free ball over. Beeson, the match again. Got it! As Nebraska takes set 4, 25-21 in the match. 3 sets to 1.
Yeah, Jackie Boney just got exposed on that last play. Kind of got confused on where the ball was going to go to. So Beeson had that one-on-one matchup. And with the way that she performed all night long, there was no stopping her.